Dzień dobry. Hello, everybody. Dobry wieczór. Hello. Shalom Aleichem. So here we are for workshop number 2 of the prologue week. It's so exciting. Today is Wednesday, Mittwoch of Yiddish, and we're going to get started with another of our workshop's favorite melodies, favorite nigunim, and this is one from Wisnitz, which is in the mountains. I don't know what it is in Poland, in Polish, but it's Wisnitz. It's now in the Ukraine, sort of Hungarian at one point. And some of you will know this. So again, I encourage you to take your left foot and put it forwards. Levo, pravo, levo, pravo. And depending on how energetic you're feeling, you can either do so 1 and 2 and eins und zwei, or eins, zwei, eins, zwei, eins, or you can try both, okay? Just to get the blood flowing. Okay, here we go. Aya ram pa pa yam ba dum ba di ya ma ram pa pa yam ba dum ba ba ya ram pa pa yam ba dum ba di ya aya ram pa pa yam ba di da yam pa ba dum ba di ya Oya rampa, aya na 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 ya ma rampa ba ma na Maria na rampa, aya na 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 na. Let's try. Let's just check the sound because it sounds really loud. I just want to make sure I'm not overloading the sound. Let's check this. Aya ra. No, it looks good. Okay, and it's too high for most people. So let's try a different key. Aya ram pam pa yam ba dum ba di ya aya ram pam pa yam ba dum pam pa aya ram pam pa yam ba dum ba di ya aya ram pam pa yam ba di da aya ram pam ba yam ba dum ba di ya aya ram pa aya na da 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 ya na ram pam ba yam ba dum ba di ya aya ram pa aya da 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 aya ram pam pa yam ba dum ba di ya aya ram pam pa yam ba dum pam pa ayo 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 da 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 aya ram pam pa yam ba di da da aya ram pam ba yam ba dum ba di ya Oya ramma, aya da 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 na na ya na ram pam ba ba da dum ba di ya da. Oya rampa, aya da 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 na. Aya ya 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 da 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 da. Ay da ram pa dum ba. Aya ram pa dum ba. Ay da ram pa ba di da da ya da. Oyo yo yo, oyo ya ya. I da dum ba dum ba, I da ba dum ba, I da dum ba ba di da 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 da, I da dum ba, I ba dum ba di ya da, I da ba, I da na 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 ram ba ba dum ba di ya da, I ya da da. Once more, I ram ba dum ba di da da, I ba. Ambaram bamba od pachonko ay ram pampa ambaram pariana ay ram pampa ambarirana oy 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 maram pariana ay amba mai na ramba ampa ay ambaram pariana oy 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 ay da. Okay, great. As we say in the cantor business, you may be seated. That's sort of a religious thing. We had a whole class for a year at the seminary. How to tell people to stand up and say, no, I'm just kidding. But it would have been useful. Okay. Yeah. So, hello, everyone. So we might have some newcomers here. Are you waving your hand around? Oh, you're just saying hi. Okay, thank you. But if you're a newcomer on streaming, I can't see you. but I welcome you nevertheless. And just a little note, we have to explain, unfortunately, because of the technical limitations, we have to keep people muted. So you're not going to hear everyone singing at the same time. However, we should be very grateful for the fact that even with the limitations, we have this amazing Zoom and this amazing streaming, which creates community, even though we're separated. So let me read the description of this workshop, because it talks about that. It's called Sholem, velt, gantser, greetings to the whole world. And it says, how can we maintain and even grow our caring for each other and our sense of community, even when physically separated? Well, Yiddish song and melody can help. Each year, a wonderful international group, that's all of you, comes together in Krakow to sing Yiddish songs and melodies, learn and have fun. This year, we will meet online, broadcast from Krakow, and as always, all are welcome with no previous experience or knowledge necessary. Join us, just so that you know. No, I'm not sitting in the Café Zitat. I'm not in Krakow, as much as I would like to be, or in the Cheder. I'm in Princeton, New Jersey. It's also nice. Okay, so there are 2 handouts. There are 2 song sheets and links. Yes, I see a note. Jewish Culture Festival Krakow shared a file in the meeting. Thank you. So there are 2 links. This is song packet number 1, and we're gonna review Effen dem Teuer, which we did a couple of weeks ago in the preview of this class. So this, to review, is a wonderful song about everyone being welcome into community. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are. Hello, Ivona. Nice to see you. Welcome. So it doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what your background is. And it is a poem by a wonderful Yiddish poet who spent a lot of her life in Warsaw, Kadia Molodowski. We're on page 3 and song number 3 of the first handout. And just, I won't introduce it as fully as I did last time, but Kadia Molodowski wrote many, many gorgeous, gorgeous poems for adults, but she was also known for her kids' poems. She worked with very poor Jewish kids between the wars in Warsaw, and she was trying to provide some sort of joy to them in the 1930s. And so she wrote this poem full of golden images of wonderful food and golden things and sleds. And a golden akate is a symbol of Yiddish culture, Yiddish tradition. Here's my personal theory. I'll say this again. It's also a symbol of religious culture, which in many ways traditionally has been the area of men, and especially more well-off men. So in a way, I think when she says Sveto durchgehen a golden akate, and she mentions all these sort of normal family members, she says der Tata, the father. She says Effen dem Teuer, Effen dem Breit. Effen dem Breit, that is a religious image, but I think she's using it in a secular way here. Sveto durchgehen a golden akate. So the golden akate, the golden chain of Yiddish tradition, but also Jewish tradition. And she mentions all these sort of regular family members, Tata, Mama, father, mother, Bruder, Schwester, the brother, Chosen Kala, the bride and bridegroom, and especially the Einiglach, the grandchildren. Okay. It's got this wonderful nign, this wonderful melody, which was written by the great Zalman Blotek. So let's review this. I know many of you know this, but it's so perfect for a workshop about bringing people together in a way that is open to absolutely everyone. Open the gate, open it wide, a golden chain will pass through. Father, mother, brother, sister, bride, and groom in the middle on a golden sleigh. Open the gate, open it wide. Grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunt, the grandchildren in the middle on a golden sleigh, and now is the beautiful golden food for these hungry children. Open the gate, open it wide. A pear, an apple, a pot of honey, a yellow honey cake, I think pielnik in Polish. We say lekach, but pielnik I think is the proper name in Polish. On a golden plate, okay? Yum ba da dum ba da 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 oi da 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 ya 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 da 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 ya da 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 ai da 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 ya da 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 ya ya oi da 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 ai da 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 ya da 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 ai da 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 da. Effen dem teuer, effen dem breit, Sveto durchgehen a goldene Kate. Der Tate, die Mama, der Bruder, die Schwester, hossen Kalle inmitten auf a goldenem Schlitten. Hey, yum ba da dum ba dum ba rum ba da dum ba ya ya da ya da 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 hey da 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 ya da 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 hey da 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 da. Effen dem teuer, effen dem breit, Sveto durchgehen a goldene Kate. Der Seide, die Bobbe, der Vetter, die Mumme, die Einiglich inmitten auf a goldenem Schlitten. Ay da da ba ay 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 da 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 ay 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 da 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 ay da 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 ay da 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 ay ay da 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 da. Last verse. Effen dem teuer, effen dem breit, Sveto durchgehen a goldene Kate. A bar und an apple, und Honigkateppel, und a lecker, a pielnik, a gelle, auf a goldenem Teller. Hey, yum ba da dum ba da ba ba, ay 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 da 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 da, ay da 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 da, yum ba da dum ba da da, yum ba da dum ba da da, ay da 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 da, ay da 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 ay ay ay, ay da 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 da, ay da 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 da, yum ba da dum ba da da, ay da 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 da. Mazel tov. So, so here we are. I mentioned the limitations of Zoom and streaming. Now, streaming, I can't see you, and I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Join us on Zoom if you can. It's an advantage. If you are on Zoom, one thing we can do is, if we have brave people, because I know we've got very serious people here, who want to sing solos. I can't accompany you, but you can raise your hand and take a verse or even a whole song and sing. So let me just show you some possibilities. This sort of song with these, we say recitative, rubato, recitative. It's very cantorial, it's also very folky, and it's classical too, although not the way I sing. So you can do all sorts of things with this. So, effen dem teuer, effen dem breit, Sveto durchgehen a goldene Kate. It's up to you how you want to express it, okay? Effen dem, second verse. Effen dem teuer, effen dem breit, Sveto durchgehen a goldene Kate. Der Seide, die Bobbe, der Vetter, die Mumme, die Einiglich inmitten auf a goldenem Schlitten. Hey, or und a lecker girl auf of a golden tulip. There's lots of room to improvise. So I'm going to pose that question. If anyone wants to just jump up and do a verse of this right now, raise your hand. If you want to think about it, that's okay, and you can tell me next time. But there's always an invitation to do a solo, okay? Anyone want to right now? I don't want to pressure you. Okay, think about it. All right, moving on to the next song. All right. Let us review another wonderful song we did. And it is, where is it? Okay, it's page 5 in the first handout, in handout number 1. And this is a secular song celebrating the working person. It's always appropriate. Here in the States, it's really appropriate, and it may be there in Poland too, I don't really know. But here we have all these people who are doing things like working in restaurants and delivering packages and working in warehouses, and hopefully they have the right protective clothing, but not always, and we need to celebrate their bravery going and working. And also, of course, the ambulance drivers and people in hospitals. So the nurses and the doctors and everyone. So this is celebrating work and the spirit of working and the heroism of working, especially at a time like this. Let me get the right key. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so this is Der jidysz. Let us create our own song. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, about a Jewish blacksmith in his blacksmith shop. It could be a Jewish blacksmith in her blacksmith shop. Not in this song, but we can sing it that way. The Jewish blacksmith works and sings a Yiddish song. The song resounds in the street, resounds from street and house to house, and I think meaning the spirit of the Jewish working person, or all working people, resounds from place to place. Oh, I'm sorry. Handout 1, page 5, Der jidysz, song number 5. Lomir machen ein Negenlied. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Wegen, 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 a jeder Schmied. In sein Schmied, in sein Schmied, in sein Schmieder, Schmiederei, rei, 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 rei. In dein Schmieder, Schmiederei, rei, 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 rei. In sein Schmieder, Schmiederei. Do you remember this little instrumental section? We're going to sing like a piano or something. Let's do that part again. Boom, boom, boom. You can be a tuba or a string bass or something. Boom, 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 boom. Second verse. Schmieder, jider, 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 Schmied. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Und er singt sich so ein Lied. Jidysz Lied, Jidysz Lied. Singt a Jidysz Lied dabei, rei, 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 rei. Singt a Jidysz Lied dabei, ai, 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 ai. Singt a Jidysz Lied dabei, ai, 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 da 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. Klingt das Lied in Gasserois. Eins, zwei, drei, eins, zwei, drei, eins, zwei, eins, zwei, eins, zwei, drei. Klingt von Gast zu Gast, von Häus zu Häus, von Häus zu Häus. That's hard. Let's do that one again. Klingt, from Klingt. Klingt von Gast zu Gast, von Häus zu Häus, von Häus zu Häus. Schmiedeslied, klingt dem Schmiedesliederei, rei, 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 klingt dem Schmiedesliederei, rei, 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 klingt dem Schmiedesliederei. Yeah. Now, wow, what a good song. Great words, amazing melody by Vladimir Heifetz. And I don't know what it is. I mean, for all of us who are musicians and we study music all the time, sometimes a melody just gets you, you know? And I know this is subjective. Maybe I'm the only one here who just loves that melody. But what is it about a melody that can just grab you by the heart? There's something about this melody and this song. It just gets me. I don't know. It's a mystery to me. All right. Let's look at packet 2. I think we should do something that celebrates our Polish friends here. Let's look at page 2 of packet 2. Now, no pressure, but here's an opportunity for one of our Polish friends to sing the Polish version of this, because I get the feeling it's sort of a semi-hit. Miasteczko belts, right, in Polish. Yeah, Ivana, or, yeah. Who wants to sing that? We'll sing it in Yiddish first, okay? But it's an open invitation, okay? Let me find the right key. This is the ultimate, very, very popular theater song of looking back at previous times and previous places. Now, it was written in the United States. However, this was a huge hit in the Yiddish theater and Yiddish popular culture across the Atlantic. And that's an interesting thing, because Yiddish, it's interesting. Yiddish is what they call a transnational language. There's no country of Yiddish. There was Azerbaijan, but there's in the former Soviet Union, but there's no country where Yiddish is the official language. Oh, however, now in Sweden, Yiddish is an official minority language, which is wonderful. Thank you, Sweden. But this is looking back on a different place. If you're in North America, you're looking back to Eastern Europe. If you're in Eastern Europe, you're looking back to a different time, to a different kind of life. Page 3, it says, "Tell me, old man, tell me quickly, because I want to know everything now. How does the little house look, the little house that once sparkled? Does the little tree that I planted still bloom?" And by the way, same as in Polish, I'm pretty sure all of the little, these are diminutives in Yiddish, and I think Polish. Yeah, the tree was probably little and the house were little, but it also means dear, like sweet, wonderful. It's close to my heart, these diminutives, right? The Stiebele, right? Beimele, dear little house. The little house is old, overgrown with grass. The old roof is crumbling. The windows are without glass. The attic is crooked. The walls bent. You'd never recognize it. It just occurred to me, here's an old person going back and looking. And here's this house which is collapsing and falling apart. Everything's collapsing. Is it a metaphor for this person's body as well? Maybe. Maybe the house is not the only thing falling apart. Okay. The house is old, right? You'd never recognize it. You'd never recognize me either. Belts, my little town. Belts, my little home where I spent my childhood years. Belts, my little town. Belts, in the poor little house where I laughed with all the children. Every Shabbos, every Sabbath, I'd run to read by the river. Ah, so peaceful. Belts, my little town. Belts, my little home where I had so many beautiful dreams. Let's practice the... Yeah. Yeah, that's a good key. Okay, so this is a pop song. Look at the construction. It's not a folk song. It's got this whole prelude. It's got an A section. It's got a B section. The chorus, the refrain, is what, it's the only part people actually really remember and sing along with, is Belts, mein Städtler Belts. The rest, and then it's even got a bridge, which is a different part. So it's got 4 different sections. Very, very much a pop song, theater song, pop song. Let's try the third paragraph. Belts, mein Städtler Belts. Okay, here we go. This is the refrain. In pop music, you say it's the hook. It's like, you know, that's a hook. It's the same with this. Belts, mein Städtler Belts, mein Heimele, wo ich hab meine kindische Jahren verbracht. Seid ihr einmal gewesen in Belts, mein Städtler Belts, in Ormen Stiebele mit alle Kinderlech dort gelacht. Okay, let's do that again. Belts, mein Städtler Belts, mein Heimele, wo ich hab meine kindische Jahren verbracht. Seid ihr einmal gewesen in Belts, mein Städtler Belts, in Ormen Stiebele mit alle Kinderlech dort gelacht. All right, I see people singing along. Volunteer to sing it in Polish? Oh, Ivana, I know you want to. I know you want to. Raise your hand. Oh, yay, she's going to do it. Oh, no, well, are you? You were just unmuted.
Okay.
Okay, yay.
Pamiętam temu 20 już lat, gdym szedł w daleki, nieznany świat. Me oczy były tak pełne łez, gdym żegnał mój rodzinny bełt. Miasteczko bełt, kochany mój bełt, maleńka mieścina, gdzie moja rodzina i dom mój był. Miasteczko bełt, kochany mój bełt, maleńka mieścina, gdzie moja rodzina i dom mój był. Wspomnienia dawnych dni minionych, och, tak mi drogie są. Biedne serce me stęsknione boleśnie ranią i tną. Miasteczko bełt, jedyny mój bełt, maleńka mieścina, gdzie moja rodzina i dom mój był.
Wow! Yay! Wow, that was fabulous. We're gonna have to have an encore of that next time. Okay, bravo, it says. Yay! Well, so that's 2 things. One, we have to have an encore. So Ivana, please be ready to sing that on Friday, okay? And two. It's number two. Anyone else, please sing. Sing, please be brave. And with this warning, I can even, you can, prepare. I mean, if there's a song you want to sing and you need to, whatever, find the words, whatever. No, but that was amazing, Ivana. Wow. And the third thing I want to say is please teach a workshop on Polish songs and I'll come, okay? Because that was beautiful and I'd like to learn them. So do that sometime and let me know. Gorgeous. Okay. So now we know, thank you, Ivana. Now we are reminded of all the other sections because she sang all of them. Okay, starting at the top. Erzähl mir, Alte, erzähl mir geschwind, weil ich will wissen alles erzählen. Wie seht euch das Stiebele, was hat einmal geglaubt? Sie blüht noch das Bäumele, was ich hab verpflanzt. Das Stiebel ist alt, verwachsen mit Moch und Groß. Der alte Dach zerfällt, der Fenster ohne Glas. Der Garnik ist krumm, sie beugen die Wand. Du wollst das schon mehr gar nicht erkennt. Der Garnik ist krumm, sie beugen die Wand. Excuse me. Du wollst das schon mehr gar nicht erkennt. Ei, 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 Bells, mein Städtele Bells, meine Heimele, wo ich hab meine kindische Jahren verbracht. Seid ihr einmal gewinnen, Bells, mein Städtele Bells, in Ohren und Stiebele mit alle Kinderlach dort gelacht. Jeden Schabes pfleg ich läufen dort mit die Dörtechine gleich. Zu sitzen unter dem grünen Bäumele, lehnen bei dem Teich. Bells, mein Städtele Bells, meine Heimele, wo ich hab gehad, die schöne Halläumes Grüßen, herzlichen Dank. Wow, what a great song. So this song always reminds me of two people. One was Seymour Rechseit, who recorded this. I had the incredible privilege of working with Seymour. You should, Rechseit. Sometimes it's spelled R-E-C-H-Z-E-I-T, and sometimes it's R-E-X-I-T-E, but just Google Seymour and Bells. He was an incredible, he and his wife Miriam Cresson were incredible Yiddish culture activists and beautiful singers. He sang like a bird into his 90s. I asked him, I said, Seymour, how is it you sing into your 90s and you still have that beautiful tender voice? He said, I never shouted, I never abused my voice in all those years on the theater stage. Incredible. And the other is Mr. Kozłowski, Polek Kozłowski, who I met at the festival years and years and years ago, and we sat around, chatted, and I interviewed him like, the amateur ethnologist that I am. He told me all sorts of jokes, most of which I cannot repeat here. They would not be appropriate. Told me all sorts of klezmer humor, which is somewhat rough. But I think of him and his amazing shows, which many of us, I'm sure, experienced at the festival. with songs like this, belts and Mischetsko belts, and the amazing, wonderful actors and actresses who would appear with him. So, good. Let's do another song. Okay. I had something else in mind, but I think this is the one we should do now. Number 5 in packet 2. Packet 2, number 5. Oh, let me, oh, there's a chat. What is it saying? Oh, yeah, good. Indeed. Bravo, Ivana, bravo. Or brava. Okay, packet 2, page 5, number 5. Hobach mir an alten Daim. How many people on Zoom know this song already? Agnieszka, I'm sure you do. Yeah. Hobach mir an alten Daim. No? No? Ooh. Well, either I taught it a really long time ago or no one remembers it yet. This is a great song. It's based on, well, they're all great songs. It's based on a Romanian or Moldavian melody. If you're a classical music fan, Ionesco's Romanian Rhapsody. Ba-rum, 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 ba-ba. Ya-ba-ba, da-da-da. Da-rum, pum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Who knows that? Raise your hand. Oh, no? Okay. All right, I'm striking out here. Anyway, great piece based on a Romanian folk melody, and so is this song. It's the same melody, okay? Check out that piece. It's really good. Ionesco, I think it's Enesco, Ionesco, Romanian Rhapsody, number 2 or something. Okay. All right, I did a little adaptation of this. All I have is an old dime, which isn't even mine. Now, this is interesting because dime, it's American or Canadian or something. I don't think you don't have dimes in Poland, no. Dime is a 10-cent piece, just in case. Hobach mir an alten dime. It's not worth very much. Is der dime euch nicht mine? It's worth very much, but it's not even mine. I have nothing, okay? However, lo mir alle freilich sein, let's be happy. Kommt mit mir in Schenkerein, in Kutschme, in, what's the word? Krenitz? Can never remember. It's Kavarnia, right? I should know that word in Polish. They're all related. Kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Let's go into a tavern. Trinken Bromfen, drinking hard liquor or brandy or something hard. Trinken Wein, and drinking wine. If you've ever been to Romania, you know there's an incredible culture around wine in Romania. Niet kein morgen, niet kein heint. Okay, so there's no tomorrow, there's no now. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Niet kein chaver, niet kein Freund. No, I don't have any friends. So who cares? Hol mir a ganzen Toller, that's $1, again, American or Canadian. Vel ihr sein der ganze Soller. That's a very nice rhyme. It means I have a whole $1. I'm going to buy a round of drinks for everybody, right? I'm going to spend all my money to create community, as we were talking about. Hab ich nicht kein Weib und Kind, bin ich frei wie der Wind. Okay, I don't have a wife or a child, whatever. He's not worrying about any of that stuff. Okay, here's the original. Lomer nit sein wie die alte Babis. You guys know what Baba is. Lomer machen von Mittwoch Shabbos. Okay, so what this is saying is Lomer nit sein wie die alte Babis. Don't be like old ladies. Okay, let's make Wednesday into Shabbos. Okay, so it's the middle of the week, but let's make it festive and wonderful as Shabbos. So we're going to take this regular Wednesday and party it up and huli it and make it. Now I reject that because some of my best friends have been older ladies. I was lucky to have 50 Bubazetas. I was lucky to have all these Yiddish speakers in my life when I was in my 20s. And man, could they party. Oh my God. They could outdrink and outdance me any day of the week. So I say, Lo mil sein wie die alte Bubas. Let's be, indeed, Taka, let's be like the older ladies who can really party and have a good time and make Wednesday into Shabbos, okay? Make Wednesday into the Sabbath, okay? Ay ram pa ram pam pa ya da 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 ay da ay da ay 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 ya da da da. Let's sing that together. Yam ba ram da ya da 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 ay ya ram da ya da da. It's a little high. Yam ba dam ba dam ba da ya da da ay ya dam ba dam bam ba da. Very Yiddish thing, actually. Ya da short, long. Okay, do that if you want. Ya da short, long. Okay. Ay ya da 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 ya da 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 ba yam ba dam ba da ya da. Second section, the refrain, the chorus. Ay 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 da 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 ay da 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 ay da 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 da. Ay 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 day day ay da day ay ay day da ay 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 day day ya da day da da day. Okay, let's sing this wonderful song. Hab ich mir einen alten dime? Is der dime euch nicht mine? I have this dime. I don't even own it. It's not mine. Who cares about money? Who cares about anything? But let's not worry about yesterday or tomorrow. Let's just be here now. Okay? Hab ich mir einen alten Dime, ja da da. Ist der Dime euch nicht mein, da da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkereien. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da da. Now, when it's not Zoom and you're with your friends, you can be in the same room. Beautiful harmony. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, da. Or whatever you want to do. Okay, nicht kein Morgen. There's no tomorrow, there's no now. I think they've been drinking a lot, if there's no now. Nicht kein Morgen, nicht kein Heint, da. Nicht kein Haber, nicht kein Freund, da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da. Hab ich mir a ganzen toller, da. Will sein der ganze Zoller. I'm going to pay for everything. Ja da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, da. Lo mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, da. Hab ich nicht kein Weib und Kind, da. bin ich frei wie der Wind. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da. Lass mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkereien. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da-da-da, da. Lass mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkereien. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da-da-da, da. All right, let's do it with my Lass mir sein wie die alte Babus, okay? Lass mir sein wie die alte Babis, ja da. Lass mir machen von dem Mittwoch Shabbos, ja da. By the way, in Romanian dialect, this is Lass mir nicht sein wie die alte Babis, ja da. Lass mir machen von Mittwoch Shabbos, so it rhymes better. Ja da. Lass mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkereien. Trinken a Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da. Lass mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da. Lass mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, ja da. Lass mir alle freilich sein, kommt mit mir in Schenkerein. Trinken Bromfen, trinken Wein, da. Okay, so we're gonna end pretty soon. Any questions, please, at all? Oh, let me say something. This is also an opportunity for participation. First of all, anyone can just sing this song, or we can take turns singing verses. But the other thing is, notice the form. This is called couplet in Yiddish. Little two lines that rhyme with each other. This is an old form in Yiddish. I'm sure it's in every language. Couplet, couplet. It's a Badchen tradition to make these lines, these little rhymes, gramen. And Badchen is the wedding jester, and this is one of the ways in which the wedding jester would entertain the crowd with these improvised rhymes about the wedding party. So this is a tradition. It's an old tradition in Yiddish and other folk traditions. You can write your own, right, in whatever language you want. So if you want to write in Polish, in Netherlands, in whatever, English, Yiddish, whatever, French, I'm inviting you to next time bring your creations, okay? It can be about anything you want, but if it can be about building community, being kind to each other, surviving a pandemic, having fun, I don't know, just whatever. It's an optional homework assignment, okay? It won't affect your grade, but please feel free. Okay, good. Any questions? Please wave. No. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Well, in that case, I was hoping you'd have lots of questions. Let's find something either to review. I know. Let's do a little preparation for Shabbat, for Shabbos. No, actually, it's not appropriate for that. Let me see here. I do have a list here. I just want to find the perfect moment, the perfect song. Let's start on packet 1, page 6, song 6, Chatzkele. Who knows this song already? Raise your hand. Chatzkele. Yes, of course you do, Agnieszka. All right. One reason I love this song for teaching in Poland because it's got a lot of Slavicisms in it. Okay. Although I think they're more Ukrainian than Polish, but people should Yeah, people should. Okay, so this is the chorus. Hi, yi, die, 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 hi, yi, die. It's sort of a, what would you call this? Almost a kolomeka or something. It's very Ukrainian sounding to me. Hi, die, 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 die. Does anyone here speak Ukrainian or read Ukrainian or? Okay, but you may recognize it from Polish. Okay, so kazacka, you know what a kazacka is, right? It's a dance, right? No? Oh, it's a dance. It's that dance where very athletic. I can't do it. You know, the feet are going, right? I could sort of look like I'm doing it, but not. Okay. So silly, I'm sorry. I die, 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 Okay, Chatzke is Yecheskel. It's a good Jewish name. Chatzke, but it's the diminutive. He's dear Chatzke, he's sweet Chatzke. Chatzkele, he's even more dear and small. It's got two diminutives. Chatzkele, Chatzke, Chatzkele, 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 Spier mir a Kazatzkele. So play, I guess he's a klezmer, right? Play me a Kazatzke so I can dance. Chodjan ormix abia chvatskele. Does chvatska mean anything to Polish speakers? No. In Ukrainian, it's sort of slang for like a good guy. He's like a good guy. Or it's a good tune. Could be either. It's either. Yes. Can you unmute?
Yes, we have in Polish language the word chwacki.
Chatske?
Chwacki.
Chvatske.
It's some man who is brave and smart.
Bright and smart. Yay. Okay. So maybe here I have he's tough, but he's a bright and smart one. He's poor. Orominx means he's poor, but he's bright and smart. That's wonderful. Thank you. I learned something in Polish anyway. Okay. Chatskele, spier mir a kazatskele, cholchan orominx abia chatskele. Orem is nit good. So being poor is not good. Orem is nit good. Lomer sich nit schämen mit unserem Blut. So being poor is not good, but let's not be ashamed of ourselves with our own blood, of our family, of us. We're poor, but we're tough, we're smart, and we will make it. Okay? It's good for this time, this moment in history. Chatskele, spier mir a kazatskele, Chodjan orming sabia, Chatskele, Orem is nit good, Orem is nit good, Lomer sich nit schämen mit unser eigen Blut. Ai, da 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 da. Ay, 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 ya da 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 da. Okay, I'm going to end this song here. It's just a taste of the future, and we'll continue learning it next time. But I want to end with what we began with. So please rise, and we're going to sing this Vizhnitzer song. Now, I wanted to say about Vizhnitz, I have to look it up again in an historical atlas, but Vizhnitz is now in the Ukraine, but it used to be just on the other side of the border from Galicia. So not so, it's relates to all of you Krakowians. East Galicia, not West Galicia, but it's almost Galicia. So let me say thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you, Zoomers. Thank you, streamers. We'll have one more of these workshops on Friday with the same time, 12 noon New York time, 6 p.m. Krakow time, 7 p.m. Israel time, or wherever you are. A completely different day of the week in Australia, I think. I have no idea. So come, join us. Thank you so much to the festival, to Wojciech, our technical person, and to Robert, our organizer. Thank you. Wow, so wonderful. Thank you. What a great honor and pleasure it is to do this. Okay, so we're going to end with this nigun, and then we will we will open the mics on the Zoom so we can just chat a little bit and catch up with each other and talk a little bit, because that's a wonderful part of this too. Okay, so after we're done, we'll open the mics on the Zoom. Okay, here we go. Ay pam pam badam bariana. Ay pam pam badam pam pam. A links, a rechts, ay da. Levo bravo, dum badadi da. Ay da I'm badam bariana. Oyo ramba, oya da ya ramba pam badam bariana. I da ramba. Ya da 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 yo 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 I da yam ba dum ba I ya dum ba dum ba ha da ram ma ni da 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 oh yo yo oh yo yo I da yam ba dum ba I ya dum ba dum ba na na ram ma ni da da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba ma oh yeah, da 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 ba da 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 ba yam ba ram ba dum ba dum ba oh yeah, ba ba di da di da da ya ram ba ba yam ba dum ba di ya da ya ram ba ba dum ba ba da 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 ram pam pam ba di da ram ba 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 di da oh yo ram ba ma re da 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 na ya ma ram pam pam ba di da oh ya ram ba ra 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 ra. Seid gesund. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yay! Official end of program.